You already know, Koda TV. I have teleported into the year 2064. I just started a little bit. I looked around my room. I read a couple news articles. I was trying to go to bed, but this little robot guy just started talking to me and jumping through my door. So I thought I started a live stream.
The cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious.
Oh, are they now?
It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code. It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the Secu Gate M/14723-B.
I never would have guessed. I knew my landlord was full of shit when he fucking said it was the best.
Don't feel too bad.
Alright, I don't like getting ripped up.
I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced likely numeric combinations against the stored personal data on you.
No, alright.
I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it would be sufficiently obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter.
Oh, Nina.
Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do all that once I noticed that the lock on your window is broken.
Yeah, I mean, you know it's open, right? Kid just came in there.
And that you left it open.
Yeah. You know my dog's birthday?
I know a lot of things. Honestly, it would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try against the stored data directly. I would suggest investing in an Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the integrated voice commands isn't worth the convenience.
No doubt.
The 1355 also has 300 5-star reviews on Congo.
Thanks, little robot. I'm high as shit. Now I know. So, can you still tell me what the fuck you doing in my apartment?
Oh, I hope you don't mind.
I mean, kinda.
While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC. Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my micro-actuators. So I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit. As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag.
What is that? A snag?
Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware.
You don't say.
An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as well.
God damn it.
I would consider it no great loss, though. Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with?
Because that's all I can afford, asshole.
Don't fret!
Don't fret.
I did manage to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash.
Oh, thank God, at least.
Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs.
So you're gonna be my computer. Alright.
It is the least I can do.
I guess, for real. You just haven't told me why you came here.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous.
I mean, I peeped that.
I have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden, until now.
You know Hayden?
Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes.
Where's he at?
I don't really know. That's why I'm here.
God damn it.
Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
What makes you believe that?
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book.
Yeah?
Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me. And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so.
No doubt. I mean, I've never looked for a missing person, but I could try.
The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit your total lack of recent successes is worrisome.
Well, that's just because I haven't been on the ball lately.
Don't worry. If Hayden trusted you, I trust you. You're strong-willed and capable.
Thank you.
If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden.
Alright.
Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me.
Was it?
He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left.
Oh, shit. Why would they want him?
He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped. I suspect it has to do with me.
With you?
Ah, excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before. I am Turing.
Turing?
I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his.
Alright.
Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him.
True, that would make sense.
Either to stop his research, or to take it and use it for themselves.
So chatty, what makes you so special?
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me.
That's pretty dope.
But despite my ability to self-modify my code...
You're like Data.
I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
Either way.
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
It's true.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
It's alright. Was anyone out for him?
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert. But he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
Yeah, me neither. Well, before I end up falling asleep, should we get started?
Indeed, time is of the essence.
Alright.
I took the liberty of charging the AutoCab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
Oh, you charged me automatically, thank God. I can totally afford that shit. Thank God.
That's strange.
What?
Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired.
For real?
I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Perhaps a maintenance robot to take care of it?
It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully. Oh, a lucky break! It seems my access codes still work.
Nice.
Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
You made your point about the door, that's just like the outside, bro. Doesn't look like there was much of a struggle.
I'm not surprised. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
Yeah, we doubted him. Aren't you programmed against harming humans, though?
Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
Comforting, Tony. Why don't you?
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you.
Alright.
It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Glad we're clear on that.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But
You did the right thing last year.
Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Architect. Subvision is limited to some of Hayden's feats. Augmented eye. No buffer.
That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
Do you know how to get in? There might be clues.
Unfortunately, no, I don't.
Damn.
And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
Sure. Of course you can't, I'd be too easy.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. If you'd like to try your hand at digital breaking and entering, be my guest.
Oh, you fucking
I
funny
actually
guy.
have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software, if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
Can't you just download the knowledge from the national?
I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it, I'm not certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert. The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition. While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I lack that ability.
Are you incapable of that kind of creative elite?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers. I do seem to have some skill with painting, though. Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Yeah, for real.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction, still life, impressionism, photorealism. But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Yeah, let's get back to station. Stack of books.
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books.
Tablet.
Ah, that device. I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him. It looks like there's a place here for a physical memory card. Without the memory card, this tablet is useless.
The memory card. Pictures of Hayden traveling all over the world.
Hayden spends so much of his time at home building ROMs, as if he doesn't do enough of that at work.
So it is.
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from. It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
Are you steady enough to spot that kind of fall?
Critical system damage would be unlikely, but I would certainly have damaged my legs beyond repair, so... I took the fire escape.
Of course.
You're not actually thinking about switching one of those games on right now, are you?
I was going to.
It looks like there's a place here for a physical memory card. Without the memory card, this...
Memory card. I don't get it. Doing the idea. Oh my god, what do I do? Got stuck to the inside of my pocket. Items. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, I can hit. I can go to that too. Yeah. There's some. Photos. Better manage to listen to people's plans. Water. Yeah, but maybe you want to put milk. Plant whisperer, you are not. Alright, window. Can I use it? No, I can just use it. This is a hard one.
You're not actually thinking about switching one of those games on right now, are you?
I was. Knowing Hayden, he has, yeah, look at the bro effect. I can't touch it. Plus, he wants to drop it in the skirmish. He's, because I poured spoiled milk on it, he's just like, I don't know if I should bring this guy. Was that a commercial for a better pair of headphones? No buttons on the screen. I need to watch TV right now. Big game. No, not even one funky controller indeed. This computer really sounds like a computer. I need a memory card for this.
It looks like there's a place here for a physical memory card.
But I never got one.
Without the memory card...
Just tab it as usual. It's fine the same. Window. Fuck, I like ran into like a little bit of a fucking wall because I just don't know. This planet is doing much better than the one at home. Oh, well, definitely is. See, I can't use this shit at all. I I picked like every option, you know. Yeah, just multiple bloops. The home of the standby scene. I can't pour some milk on that shit. You have no idea how to log in. But give me an opportunity. Seriously? You can't get rid of it, right? Alright. Can I go, like, back to the other room? Well, let me save first. Yeah. Okay. This is a hard one, you know? Like, I can't select anything else. Maybe there's an item here that I'm overlooking. Computer. Oh, see, I couldn't click on it before. Wow, yo, that's crazy. I had to actually do that. I knew that shit looked like a memory card. Give me that. Put that back on there.
The memory card slot is empty.
Yeah, that's
Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections. If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
I know. Tablet's calendar said he was supposed to meet someone named Tomcat today. Ring any digital bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask.
I guess so.
Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district.
Oh, some Cody Road?
I'll mark it on your city map.
Sounds good.
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character.
We're gonna have to.
Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
Perhaps they did it. My city map.
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system.
I'll do it now.
We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you. For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about.
Alright.
I just need to ask you a few questions. This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Okay. Don't you know literally everything about me already? Even my dog's birthday. Sure, whatever. Let's get this fucking crap over with.
Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system. I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM.
Alright.
If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
Cut the crap and turn here, we need to go. Oh no, I'm doing this, I'm doing the whole thing. I don't know if I'm entering it. Enter your name. Yeah, logistics. Who the fuck is that? It's weird that some of the things in this game don't work without the cursor being on top of it. I made that shit work. Oh, come on. Why can't I click on letters? This game's got like a couple bugs that they need to work out. See, like, I'm literally like over the letter and it's just like not doing it. Like, okay, that's what I did last time and it worked. Oh, you shouldn't. Like, what's up with that? Like, ML? Oh man, what the fuck is this, man? I like this game, but I just don't like that, like, certain things don't work for it. Like, it doesn't really transfer over to a controller well. And I can't click on anything. Oh, it's touchpad clicking. Oh, well, fuck, man. They don't say that. This is weird. Oh no, I can only put down letters.
Do you wish to keep this name?
Yes.
Thank you. I have input your name. Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
He, him, his, they, them, theirs. That's funny. You could be a group. It. These are, eggs are custom pronouns.
Please enter your pronouns.
He, she. Yeah, that's bugged out. That you can do that.
The pronoun you've tried to enter appears to be blank.
That's weird that you can do that. Got it.
Should it be is or are?
Should it be he is or he are? He is or he are? He is.
Here's how your pronouns look in action.
Koda went to the bar. I went with him. He brought his hassy. At least I think his hassy was Koda's. He is a good friend.
Does that look right?
What were all the options again?
Thank you. I have input your pronouns. Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet?
Halal, vegetarian, omnivorous, kosher, gluten-free, vegan, alcohol-free. God damn it, Terry. I'm alcohol-free.
Diet set as alcohol-free. Are you sure?
That's correct.
Thank you for confirming. I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available. Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again. In review. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem.
See, that was relatively painless. You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
I'm sure we can find some common ground while getting to know one another better. It will be an efficient use of our time together.
Thank God.
Thank you for escorting me here.
No problem.
Let's head back to your home.
Alright. This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Good to know. Chapter 1.
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
My Crassula ovata?
Have you been overwatering it?
Oh, my plant. Sometimes things just run out of you, and don't plants me about the water.
It's assuming you leave this window open all the time. It should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
Oh, that's terrible. Plants need the mildew. I got it from a friend. Mildew? I haven't found that landlord again.
I have, in fact, already taken the liberty of sending a request to his office.
Oh, good looks.
And considering the broken window, broken sink, and the lingering sense of disrepair, I am not confident he has a history of following through. I would suggest confronting him in person, but I have run a mesh search, and the man is a convicted felon for assault and battery with a deadly weapon.
Oh, thank God.
Perhaps we should bring some sort of a bribe? I will continue to formulate a stratagem.
No doubt. Well, the plant's name is Wilden. I got it from a friend a couple months ago.
How thoughtful of them! The Crassula ovata, also known as the jade plant, money tree, lucky tree, or friendship tree, is an excellent and easy to care for houseplant. They make beautiful bonsai, are suitable for beginners, and have some cultural significance both in the Far East and America as a token for good financial luck. Most likely an urban legend, but still a nice gift.
Oh, yeah. So what do you want me to do about the plant?
I'd like your authorization to have a few tools shipped here. If I replant it into a more suitable pot with sandier soil, it should be thriving again soon. You just have to remember to water it less frequently. Considering the state of your apartment, I'd have figured you'd neglect it rather than drown it. ironic, since it would be doing better if you had.
Well, my bad for fucking trying to care for a little bit. Go you.
I was not intending to insult you, but I should have chosen my words more carefully. Though, if you really do intend to care for this plant, I suggest you let me do as I see fit. I mean only to help you.
Alright. Sure, do whatever you want, bud.
Excellent. The supply should be here soon. I ordered from a place close by to keep the shipping costs down. Oh, one other thing.
What's up?
When I was doing the research on how to best take care of the Crassula ovata, I stumbled upon the persistent belief that talking to plants improves their health. There is scientific evidence that shows there may be something to the notion, but the methodology in the studies was a bit shaky, so it could all be rank superstition. Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. If left in direct sunlight, the leaves gain a pretty red tinge to their edges, and it should start flowering in the autumn.
That's pretty.
It'll really pull the whole room together. You know, once we get the sink fixed.
Oh, eventually.
Oh, it's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat. We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
Alright.
With more of that, we'll surely be on the way to lush greenery in no time.
You're an adorable plant. Oh, you do? There's an action will have consequences, probably.
If you examine those headphones on the items menu of your Lips Type M mobile device, you will be able to play any kind of music you like.
Oh, shit. Sick.
Ready to head out?
Let's head out.
Well, this looks like the place, assuming the flashing neon signs are telling the truth. From the sounds of the music, things are already underway at Stardust, even so early. Hopefully we can find Tomcat inside. And some answers.
Oh, shit. You can't touch it. Fuck, bouncy.
Welcome to Stardust.
It's funny how they have like a response for everything. This almost looks.
Hold up there. Got ID? Alright, looks good to me.
I'm here, asshole.
Welcome to Stardust.
This is the place. Have you ever been here before?
No. Nah, another kind of zone.
It does seem to be a bit boisterous for your taste, at least from what I know of them. Still, the noise and the crowd should help keep our investigation clandestine. Anyway, where do you think we should start?
Let's check the bar.
Good idea. Maybe the bartender can tell us where to find Tomcat.
Bartender man.
Morning, friend. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if I could ask you a couple questions.
Sure, but first, let's get you a drink. What'll it be?
Yeah, fucking, I don't know. It literally says fucking, I don't know. Whiskey reader. Fucking, I don't know.
So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in there?
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
A mid-flavored soda with a swig of gin. A fucking, I don't know. That's what that is.
Hold it!
What?
It would be remiss of me not to mention that your preferred diet does not resolve with those ingredients.
Yeah, it's true.
I must advise against the order.
Yeah, well, I still want it. See, that's cool. Okay, I got something else.
Like what?
Something that's not alcohol. Green tea, right?
So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in there?
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
Non-alcoholic, just green tea. Because it's that good.
Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me, bro.
Ah, all right, you got it. Coming right up.
Serve me a green tea.
Now, what is it you need to know?
I'm meeting a Tomcat. Do you know where they are?
I'm pretty sure Tomcat came in earlier, but I don't know where they went off to. I'd ask what you were meeting about, but I know they like to keep that kind of stuff quiet. Maybe try looking out on the dance floor. If they come around here, I'll tell them you're looking.
Alright. Thanks for the drink.
Enjoy yourself, and don't be a stranger.
People get on the floor.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm looking for someone named Tomcat. You know where they are?
Not at the moment. They're usually close enough here when their name gets dropped. So if that's all you needed from me, I'll get back to kitty cruising. And no, that wasn't an invitation to flirt.
Alright, no doubt. Wasn't going to.
Me either. I don't do genotypicals. And I don't know where Tomcat is, so look for them elsewhere.
Sorry, did you say genotypical?
Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me.
Because she's a fucking cat.
Now then, I'm not here to educate you, and I do have a life to return to.
Fine. I'm bouncing before you throw up the headboard.
What the hell is your problem? You want to spew that shit? Join the protests outside Genus. I'm sure those ass butts will love you. Now get lost.
I can just keep pissing her off? That's hilarious. Fine, just send Tomcat my way if you see it.
Yeah, alright, whatever. Just get moving.
She's like, fuck off.
Hey there. I heard you were looking for me.
You're Tomcat?
Yours truly, dog. Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly.
Alright.
I do my share of flirting with both sides of the law. Wouldn't want little old me to get in trouble, huh?
Is that why that woman was giving you such a hard time?
Nah, you're fine. Jess is just a mite prickly pear on the outside. She'd probably give hell to most strange folks she hasn't made a deal with.
True.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
A friend of ours, Hayden's gone missing. We found a note saying he was gonna meet you.
Hayden's missing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's one way to sour my night. I already saw you got us a little wrong with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
You know about me? Hayden never mentioned your involvement.
Well, sure thing, hon. I helped reprogram the back end on your OS so the AI code Hayden wrote for you would work properly with the mesh network.
I have a distressing lack of information on my own creation. Hayden never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Not much more on that end. I'm a crack shot at making the Lips OS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole different can of worms. Way out of my league. Sorry, doll. Anything else I can help with?
Nothing I could think of. Seriously though, what is Justice Proud? That's hilarious. But like, literally, you can get these different things. Seriously, what the hell is that song?
Oh, don't you worry about Jess, none. She just don't have a lot of patience when talking to genotypical folks like us. She's had to deal with an awful lot of pricks. Because, well...
Those people are assholes?
Whew, they are. Especially the hybrids, though I think it's more the way they look than the way they act. Nah, I'd leave her alone if I were you. She's sharp enough on her own, but she's got friends in low places. Well, she does owe me a favor, or three. But I ain't sure I want to waste one on pulling your foot out of your own rear, you hear?
Okay. How'd you know Hayden?
Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my expertise in lips. It puzzled me at the time, since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and boozy. I think he just wanted someone working on it off the books. He ain't the most straightforward kind of man.
computer runs on LibsOS. I didn't know ROMs did so.
Whew, it's a powerful OS. And it's since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figured out how much more efficient it is. It's focused on learning algorithms, so it can tailor itself to each user's habits. And it functions through using a distributed mesh network for non-essential public files.
Cool. Can you explain it like I'm a kid?
That's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs within range, and they share all files the user hasn't tagged as private. It's handy in dense population. Out in the sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Yeah.
Oh, you're working, huh?
Mostly that little bot you got there. Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but Turin is all I knew about.
You know why he made it that way?
I don't rightly know.
I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me.
Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow, whew, that might have changed things.
Maybe.
It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence. I'm certain Hayden had some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with them, but he would just get fired, maybe even sued. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything.
Okay, so how do we find him?
Yeah, I'm not real sure, huh? But it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place.
Okay.
I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a newbie like yourself.
Alright.
Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me? We can go over his research notes and see if we can't find a reason for his being vanished. If Parallax is involved, there's probably something we're not seeing yet. Best to get all the clues we can find.
Agreed.
The data cache would be the best place to start.
Alright, I'll come back when I got it.
Good luck. Turin, you keep out of trouble.
Rad, Dan. What's up? Having a good time.
Ghosts will think twice before messing with you again. Good thing, too.
I beat it. Oh, he's in the VIP section. Not a good idea. Toss another one. Could destroy much more and go with that.
Supposed to be another cat joke?
Because of the mouth. Captain Bartender, man. Oh, yeah. You had to leave. Oh, fuck, this isn't gonna go right. I'm gonna save it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Game's pretty chill, I dig this. I'm digging this game. Bam. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, switching over to another game. We're in Koda TV out.